Hi, welcome to a new video. In today's video I wanted to show you how I put my jams in the KO2 and I moved them over into Move to keep building on them and hopefully at some point put them into Ableton, because as you know, Ableton Move synchronizes very well with Ableton. You can just activate Ableton Cloud, put your sets in there, and then you can read them directly from Ableton. I made a similar video about Ableton Note, which is an iPhone application of Ableton, and it's exactly the same process. But if you are curious to watch them, then I will leave it right here. What I do to put the jams that I do here into here. This is a hell of a combo, by the way, but today we will not be using them one next to each other. Today what I want to do is to put the content of here into here. So I have this nice jam going. It sounds nice. It's got a lot of vibing, like it's a nice vibe. Say that I'm listening to it and I start having more ideas and I want to add more layers, and at some point it becomes a little bit difficult in the KO2 to do that. Maybe I want to add something like so what I do for that is to first synchronize these two guys with USB. So the USB out of the Ableton Move goes into USB in of KO2. In KO2 you need to set it to receive MIDI, just like so. You go back, system, MIDI, clock, and in. So that's how you do it. And in Ableton Move what you have to do is to send MIDI out, and make sure that you send the MIDI out of a track that you are not using. So once you do that, then they are synchronized. If you press play in Ableton Move, then it will play here as well. So now what I do as well is to try to set up in Ableton Move the same BPM that I used to have here. So I know that this jam or this beat is at 120 BPM. So if you go into tempo, is right there. And then I also set that up in here. So once that is set up, I go into a drum rack, and what I do is to sample the different parts of this jam. I could do it live, but it's already done. And what I did is to just sample. And just by knowing how long each of the pads is, then I can just put those steps right here. So I'm gonna put the volume down to 100% to a 0% in KO2. So now everything you're gonna hear comes from Ableton Move. You see how it lights up? So you quantize it. So there it is. So now I can start adding stuff to it. Now everything is gonna be in Ableton Move. Just building textures, quantize it. So just building on it in Ableton Move becomes very easy and very convenient. and it's a nice way to leave it where you left off. Actually, for this track in specifically, or like this tune, I'm gonna record straight from KO2 into Ableton because I feel like this is pretty complete. It's a very nice jam. And by the way, you could also use Ableton Move KO2 in that way. So, you know, very many different ways to use these two guys at the same time. I hope the video was useful to you. I don't want to make it too long, just short, to the point, as everything that I try to do in this channel. So if you like this content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And, you know, I put a new video every single Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.